Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California's sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hi. Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On Hot 7025fm.com.
Good morning. Or I don't even say good morning anymore. I've changed my language. I like to say divine day.
Okay.
I've been searching for something to say that everybody else ain't saying.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be like grand day or, you know, what else? Grand rising, everybody says. So I've been searching, and that one, I like that one. Divine day.
Okay, have a divine
day.
Okay,
yes, today, where you woke up.
Hey, divines, you're all divinely made.
What's up? Let's talk lovers. I'm so happy that you guys chose to tune in and be here with us right here on the sexiest station on the planet, Hot 702.5 FM. I am your favorite love prescriber, Miss Love Doctor. And where there is love and inner beauty, there is my co-host. Y'all say what's up.
Hey. I'm trying to get my spirits up.
Let's get your spirits up.
What it do, baby boos?
Let's get your spirits up.
What it do?
Let's pour into you for a second.
Girl.
Play as fuck up. Chin up, buttercup.
You know how you fall and you scrape your whole motherfucking face.
We gonna get you some Band-Aids.
That's how I feel. I'm just bleeding.
You know you got to pour that peroxide on it to clean the area real good. It burns a little bit.
It burns
a
little
bit.
Ooh, I don't want to talk about it.
But you know what? Sometimes here's what you got to know, right? There's blessings. I'm telling you. Every time somebody try to take from somebody else, you're such a good person. The blessings are going to be in abundance. It's going to come 4 times fold. It's going to come so much better than what it was before. So just be optimistic about it. And, you know, you never know. We might, you know. All right. So to love yourself is something that we need. And here we do focus on talking about love and having conversations that are heart relatable. And some of us has been through some things that is on our hearts that we be wanting to talk about sometimes. So in reality, we're like, why not come and talk with us? But yes, we don't only talk love. We definitely want to share love. So if nobody has told you that they loved you today, we would like to be the first. We love you.
Boom, boom. Big hearts, okay? Because you're not alone. You are
Match my heart. Match my heart.
We
That's a real
be
song.
here with you. Okay. Although you're far
That's the real
away.
song. Michael knew.
And that makes me cry every time I hear that song. Like that
because
shit.
he knew. Michael was very
Man.
deep. Michael knew that we was gonna be, he seen it coming. I feel like it's so many videos of him and Prince talking about things that, So, but yes, if you want, be so kind to share the show with the people that you love, that would be great. Drop some hearts for us. You can comment. Love it. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, call in 702-551-5261. Just leave it down, friend.
I know.
It's gonna do it.
No, it's me. I keep It's these titties. Sorry.
We'd love to hear from you guys for sure. So, today's check-in is not the check-in that I said was gonna be the check-in, but we're gonna check in. How y'all doing today? How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm trying to think about which
How are
one.
you doing?
Mentally, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was exhausted. Like, it was like a little whirlwind of things like coming on, but I don't feel like I'm exhausted now. I feel like I have clarity now. I feel like the tornado has definitely subsided and I see what's going on. You feel me? I see all the destruction and I see not all of it, but I see majority.
All of this.
I'm just saying for me in my life, you know what I mean? So in reality, I feel like definitely getting mentally stronger every day. No matter, like, life be throwing stuff at you, haymakers, back smacks, roundhouse kicks, souffles, and you know what I'm saying? Power drive, you know what I'm saying? And you be like, now where did this come from? And you just gotta brush it off.
Breathe in, breathe out. Okay.
That made me hungry because I could smell the food from Sister Kim's downstairs.
Man. Jeez.
So, you want to pick whichever one you want on the wheel, or you just want to do mentally like myself?
I already said I'm already on the verge of crying, so I'm good. I'm just trying to get my mental space back, and that's it. Because I've been in a really good place. I've been in, with my marriage and my family, and this was just a hiccup. So I just have to learn from my mistakes.
It happens to the greats. Look at that, Dr. Martin Luther King right there on my screen. He said, "It's gonna be all right, my child."
Man.
All right, so y'all ready to talk some love with us today? What's going on, good people? We see y'all in the comments. Hey, y'all. So as children, we are taught to play fair, and we're taught to be kind to others, and we're taught to share. And the Bible tells you, which we learned that a lot at the Let's Talk Love with the seniors, that you should love your neighbor before you love yourself. And those people were serious about that. And at the time, remember, I was very confused. Like, what, why? We here to talk about self-love, But with times like this and how cuckoo it is outside, I get why God would tell you to love your neighbor first, because maybe if you love your neighbor enough, it won't be all this crime and hate and all the good that's in the air. So I kind of get it, but in reality, I think the way we're taught, we're naturally taught to extend ourselves more to other people than we do to ourselves.
True.
So what? Be there for them during tough times, and be there in the time of need. Be a shoulder to lean on. Show up with a care package. All the events that's important to them, like whatever it is, so that you can make sure that you're being the fulfilled person to be the one to fulfill the relationship of whatever type of ship it is. You know what I'm saying? So, that is a serious thing. And once you start to realize how conversations are going and how you're feeling and what can be a trigger and what is a trauma and in things that you don't even realize that someone has said something and now you like, what is this thing? So, I decided that we should talk about choosing yourself.
Okay, choose yourself.
Choosing yourself. Sometimes. You know what I mean? So,
all the time. You should be able to choose yourself. Yeah.
I mean, I do understand the times that you maybe not at that moment. That's why I say sometimes choose yourself, because sometimes in the moment it's appropriate to choose the other person, especially parents.
Yes, but if I think what did you tell me one time? And you were like, if it makes you, right? That's where you're choosing yourself in. If it's making you out of your character, if it's making you do too much that is not cohesive with you, then don't do it. Like that's how you choose yourself.
I still stand on
in
that.
those type of situations.
I still stand on that, but that's why I said sometimes.
Okay.
If in this time you feel away, this is the time you choose yourself. But maybe this time I don't feel away. You know what I mean? Maybe I have the capacity to show up for you. You know what I mean? So with the definiciones, I did choice, self, and choose.
Choice, self, and choose.
Yes.
Choice, self, and choose.
And choose. Choose. Ooh. It had me rocking in my boots. So choice is an act of selecting or making a decision when faced with the two or more possibilities.
That's choose.
That's for you to choose.
Okay.
You're selecting and making a decision when you're faced with more than one decision to make, basically. Okay. All right. That's cool. Self is a person's essential being that distinguish them from any others.
That distinguish them. So.
Yes. Especially considered as an object or an introspection or reflective action. Means that you're uniquely yourself. Like, it's yourself.
You reflect yourself. Okay.
What it say? Essentially being that distinguish them. So your essential being that is distinguishes you from others. Like, so all of my essential beings, like everything that makes me
is only in you.
It distinguished me from being like anybody else. I love that. I love self definition. I was gonna use you. Hated it. Now to choose. The first one was choice, right? To pick out or select someone or something as being the best or most appropriate of the two or the more alternatives. Ultimately, it's saying the same thing, but I like the way they worded it because it says you're picking which you consider to be the best or most appropriate. Like this is what's best for this situation, and this is what's best for that situation.
I mean, that makes sense. That's why I said it's still, you're the one that has to take part of it. You're the one that has to do it. You're the one. So you are choosing, like I'm choosing me to say that, yes, I'm going to do that because I know me. This is what I choose to do because it
in this situation, this is what I feel is best. You got to stand on that though. Because you thought it was best.
Oh, girl. Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Just because you thought it was best.
But even though you thought it was best and it was wrong, then you have to be okay with accepting the accountability that your choice was wrong. You chose wrong.
You chose wrong.
I remember dating back in the day, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, I should have chose you."
Lord.
And I was like, "But you chose who you chose, homie. So now you get to go and hang with that person. Go on ahead.
Go on, do your thing, shawty.
You know, you thought I was the big girl on the side, but you like my personality. Sorry, I don't do that.
You're bad.
No,
Missed a good one.
It's like you got to be quicker than that.
No, for real. All right, so we're going to go through a couple scenarios about like when life presents you with these uncomfortable situations.
Ooh, choices. When they're uncomfortable. Them uncomfortable choices is the one we talking about because that's the one that's the issue. It's the uncomfortable
ones.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
So let's just talk about energy, right? What if you just don't have it? You don't have the capacity to show up just one of those times.
I mean, that really shows you who you choosing for, why you want to choose them. Especially if you say one time, and then that's when all hell breaks loose. Like,
This one time that I said no, don't Beyonce got a song about it? She does. What about when you finally use the one word that people either don't want to hear or is just flat out not used to hearing at all. Because you always say yes. But the one time you say no. Like, what?
Like, what do you
No.
mean?
Like, what is no? Like, what is no?
Like, really?
I get it.
Like, huh? So are you sure? Like, you
Is it a full no? Or is it a, you gonna give me an alternative?
Yeah, some people are like, nah. Well, you said no to that time, or no to that day. Can you still make it happen? Like, you know,
Yeah.
you'd be like, no. Like, it's not.
There's a period there.
Like, like, you know what? But I feel like, again, when depending on your placement, depending on how you were raised, right? To always be the giver, to always be the accommodator, to always be the one that wants to or has to, right? Because I feel like as a middle kid, I didn't really get to say no, because I'm in that era where I was raised by my grandma. Shit, you can't tell her no. You can't choose you. I want to sleep in today. No, I need a self-health day, you know. We didn't believe in those things.
A self-help day? What you say?
A self-health day. You know, like I got too much going on. You know, like our kids now are more like, hey, I have too much stuff going on, Ma. I just need to like center myself back. I can't concentrate at school. I can't do any
give
of
me
those
a minute.
things. Like I'm stressing too. I'll be like, dang.
But you know, it's a real thing. We can't discredit them from stressing because they have little stressors.
They do. School is different. School is
a mess.
Like they have real, active shootings. It's a lot of stuff that kids stress about.
I think the curriculum itself is it's extreme.
And then the after school activities, the band or cheer, and plus the 6 classes that you have, and then all of the homework that has to be done. And if you have to get top grades and you're not, you feel like you're only worthy if you are being the good student, Yeah. So it's a lot.
It is a lot. Then you want them to go home and do homework and projects. They've been there all day.
All day.
And girl, I'm like, it's too much. They be stressed out about it, and I hate that for them.
Man, I be stressed. Like, I got to help them with this. I don't know.
We both about to get a bad grade.
I'm like, ask your daddy, girl. Okay, ask your brother.
What can we ask Google? Google, can we get co-pilot
Do
involved?
we get in trouble if they use ChatGPT? Because I mean,
is it plagiarism? Is it plagiarism? Because baby, we need it. But what about when you're drowning yourself and you need somebody to be there for you, but they're always looking for you to be there for them? It's a lot.
Clearly, that one hit home. Hit home.
Yeah, because I think that one is the one that people don't talk about a lot. Because typically the one that's drowning don't say nothing. That's why they drowning. Mm-hmm. And people just overlook them every single time. Like, they're fine. Oh, they're fine. Mm-hmm. Come over here and help me do this, and this. And you do. And you get up. And you show up. What about when your traumas and your triggers are brought to the forefront when someone else is in crisis?
Man. I just feel
y'all let me know what y'all think.
These things have been happening like rapidly around me in real time.
If you have had to deal with any of these that I'm saying, drop a heart or a comment or a little emoji like this, because I love that emoji.
Which one?
The heart one with the hand.
Oh, okay.
I use it quite often.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I think that one should have been probably at the top or the bottom or somewhere, because when a person that is in crisis has something to do with your triggers or your trauma, that's a whole different thing, because you probably already have a codependency with that person where you feel like you need to be there for them.
I don't think people talk about the codependency part with the needs and the needs to be met. It's like, yeah. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing as well. Just being codependent on each other. It's like, well, I'm used to this, and then that's when they speak on boundaries, or that's when no, we were codependent on each other. Like,
Let's say that. Let's look at that thing. Let's talk about that thing. And
yeah,
let's not plan like
it's not like, oh, well, right now I'm choosing me. No. We used to choose only each other. Like, we used to choose each other. Like, when I had 20% and you had the most, I had, we were able to get shit done, or to be able to move on with life with the stress that was happening, because we were codependent on each other.
and don't even realize that it's a smooth little crutch. What about when they have played you for their relationship, but it still expects you to show up the same way?
Played you for the really? Oh, yeah. That always. My bad. I'm like, because that always happens, and I used to
Where
really
y'all at with
hate
it?
when it would be like, okay, just because things have changed, it's okay. I don't think that people know. I don't think anyone is just wanting people to just be with them. Like, it's never that. It's never that, because you remember we talked about dumping, all of your emotions on people, and not giving them, like, oh, okay, well, now I don't need to dump on you. I don't want any conversation with you anymore. Like, because I can't tell you all my problems because I don't have any, you don't even call me.
Oh,
You don't even talk to me. You don't even like these are the things that
you in here trying to preach to the preacher.
I'm just saying, like, those are the things where it's okay to choose yourself. But if that is the case, it's like, well, if you're only choosing people in the time that you need to choose them, then is that really somebody that that you really rocked with? If that's the only thing that you had value in them, and then it's like, oh, well, I want to create boundaries. I'm like, well, where was the boundaries when you told me all of this and I seen all of that and I was all of this? Like,
Not when I was all of this and you was all of that.
I know. Like, I just, that's a trigger. Okay.
Now, okay. So in reality, what should happen right there? Should they express like, now I want to do these things and this is what it looks like, and then y'all meet in the middle?
Yes.
Or like,
I feel like that should like, hey, I know that me and you always used to go on Friday night to this, but now me and my husband or my boyfriend or my whatever, this is the day that we're doing that. Do you want to do it on a different day?
But what if you guys have definitely been doing that, right? Let's say 2 years. Now y'all decided you guys want to have day night on the night you're having your day. They need to move their day for your day. Why y'all can't pick another day? It's 6 other days.
But to be honest, a weekend in your significant others, you're gonna want, like, I was watching I'm in Love with a Mama's Boy. He would take his mom out every Friday. Why would you choose a Friday for your mom? Like, that's a week. There is several other days. Like, that could be a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, even Thursday. But save that weekend that that you and your partner would have a better time together. And that person that, again, that you love and you respect and you want to still hang with, that is what's going to look different. And that person should be okay with that, because that person didn't just kick you to the wolves and be like, no, I still want to do something on a day, but this is the day that's going to work better than this day. Because this is what the union of what we are trying to do here. But I feel like people just stop doing it and then be like, oh, well, she just mad because, or they just mad because I don't want to do this. No, we had a bond. This was the things that we set up. Like, I looked forward to those things, and I'm not mad that you're, moving on and doing good things. I'm happy for that. I want that for you. I don't want to always be crying. I don't want to always be, worried about you, because if you really love people, you worry about them. That's when you start choosing yourself. I'm going to only choose me.
Yeah. Let's see. How hard is it for you this one was a request. How hard is it for you to put on your grown folk underwears when the person is expecting you to show up when they are actually the trigger? Basically, like the person who's triggering you still wants every time they're in crisis, they still call you, and you still go no matter. Now you're knowing that this person is the trigger. So I'm thinking they're saying like when you got to put on your grown up underwear and still show up in a space where you know that this place is a trigger for you.
I mean, but isn't that okay for you to choose you? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if it's a trigger for me, I don't know.
Coach B say the new person should be able to understand that day is already chosen. What's so wrong with picking another day?
It's nothing wrong unless that other person if you feel that is a better day for other things, it's a club night, it's happy hour, different time. It's so many different things on a Friday or Saturday night. Like, I mean, again, and if the partner that I choose is as long as they're not like, well, you're always spending time with this person or you're never like, it shouldn't be like that. It should be like, hey, this works better for us. And then I would have to find something different for the person that I still rock with.
I get it.
But again, that shit just has to be established. It don't have to be like, oh, okay,
Cut.
Yeah.
I'm with this new person now. Your day got to change.
Yeah.
Even though this day works for you. But I need you to figure something else out because I got this new person in my life.
If that works for you, because again,
that's crazy.
I just feel like people have to have that grace and have that understanding.
I understand what you're saying. And I watch it happen all the time. And I think, like you said, I get trying to find a easy way to make that thing a known thing. Mm-hmm. But like, first things first, there's so much about autonomy in a relationship that we don't talk about, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming we're talking about a fresh, new relationship when I know that the butterflies are high and all the feelings are good and you want to spend all this time with this person. Mm-hmm. But like I said, we've had this set day because it works for my schedule and it works for your schedule. Mm-hmm. Now you're asking me to now try to figure out another day in my schedule because you want to slide this person in because their schedule works better.
Mm-hmm. And if that doesn't work, and then we don't get to do that same thing on that same time, then that is something that, hey, we may not be able to go and eat every Friday night anymore. Let's figure out something else that we can still create a bond over. Because I don't feel like you should, again, still have your autonomy. Unless it was like it's a kickboxing class or something that's already pre-made and already done. Then that's what I'm saying. If it's just going to go see a movie or just going to go and get something to eat, I think that those are the things that can be waived or wavered,
What about when you literally have nothing to give? You got your babies, you got your job, you got the stressors, you got illnesses, you got, and then you mix that in with a little gumbo of anxiety and depression and foolery and just everything. You know what I'm saying? What about those times when you just literally got nothing
to give to other
you
people?
Just got nothing. You have all of this stuff on you, and you just don't got it to give. It's like, how do you choose you, right? And majority of the parents that I talk to, or most people, I don't have time. I don't have time for self-care. I can't. And it's like, start with 5 minutes. Just start with 5 minutes because all this stuff is still gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well say, I gotta breathe. The baby crying, baby gonna cry anyway. Let the baby cry. Take a breather because you're stressed out, frustrated, upset. The baby can feel that.
Whatever you need to do. I've been watching these damn commercials that they said, like, when you're cleaning, your mind is at ease. They did a study on when you're listening to music, when you're reading the book, when you're dancing. When is your mind at ease and you're less stressed? Is when you're cleaning. When you are focused
when it's clean.
But it was crazy to see that our minds had the best steadiness is because that does center you back. Just like for me, I know when the 3 kids were getting a lot for me and I felt like a lot was on me, I started just to do my makeup, and it started at nighttime because I didn't have enough time to do it during the day. But that hour that I gave myself was an hour that I did for myself.
Yeah.
That is what made me feel better. Learning, doing whatever. And that is, again, if it was 2 hours, it was like, damn, I spent 2 hours on myself.
Oh,
Most
man.
people, heck no, I can't be doing my makeup for 2 hours. I said, but I only did for me in that 2 hours. And I'm okay with that. Like, that made me happy. It brought me joy. It made me look forward to and not have to necessarily push all of that aggression out on my children.
Yeah.
Because I did something for myself.
A place for release.
Mm-hmm.
So, why is it important for you to choose yourself? It is so many reasons.
Please tell us, because
It's so many reasons. And I mean, of course, we only have so much time. But first of all, I had to put this one at the top because once I thought about it, I was like, exactly what I said in the introduction is that you finally get a chance to love and care for yourself the same way you love and care for other people.
yeah, that'll be a day.
It could be today.
I know, but I know.
T-O day.
Today. I don't know why I can go. For me, that's something that I'm working on. That I can do more for others than I would do for myself.
Right.
That's something that I'm working on.
Right. It's a segue into setting healthy boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
What's
word-
up, Sophia?
That word boundaries, bro.
She says, so your cup is never empty.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to. But I didn't know that you're supposed to give the extra.
What do you mean?
Like, your cup is supposed to runneth over. Whatever it runs over, that's what you give.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to give your cup.
Dig down in the bottom of the barrel. I got a handful for you.
Or you know how like people will say the cup is either half empty or half full, right? But your cup should be full
All times.
at all times, and whatever you have left is what you're supposed to give to others. I ain't never knew that.
What did you think it was?
I grew up with my grandmother, and she didn't. You don't have that. This is the house. This is your duty. This is the things that you're supposed to do, and you don't have really a say. You don't have an option. This is it, or you don't get to be here. So I've always had like extremes with everything. So
you're saying what, you didn't get a cup full or half is what you're saying?
I didn't get a cup of nothing. And I was just expected to be the glass and never be poured into.
Nothing was poured into it.
Nothing.
So it was empty. Wow.
But I wanted people to fill up my cup. So because I wanted people to fill up my cup, what did I do? I made sure I filled up everybody else's cup. And even if they never filled up mine, I was always pouring into somebody else's. I'm always like, girl, this. Yeah, girl, that. Girl, you got this. Girl, you got that.
Let me amp you up.
I'm a good hype person, but I didn't have anybody to hype me up, you know? So, yeah, in my 40s, I'm learning, you know?
Learning. Cup is full. But this is the one for me. You find forgiveness. There is something sweet that sits in that stanky space of forgiveness.
Why forgiveness gotta be stanky?
Because you know how they say it's not for them, it's for you. And there's so much truth to that. Because you got to let the power that they have over you go.
True.
You got to let it go. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell you I was in a spaghetti bowl, I'm telling you about that spaghetti bowl. And it came to me so clear. It came to me so clear of what that looks like and what we going to do with it. We all about to utilize this forgiveness space.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And for one reason why you need to choose yourself, because you know yourself better than anybody else.
Trust yourself. Trust yourself.
And this one is huge for me. I learned this one along the way, several years back. You find that not everyone deserves to be in your space, in your life, in your energy. You don't belong to be here. You don't belong to be in here. You must go.
Mm-hmm.
Out the door.
Like, oh, everybody come on in. Everybody in this little ass
It don't
space.
fit.
And I'm like, well, I mean, if you don't want to go, you don't have to go, but I can't move. I can't turn. I can't move. But it's okay. I'm just going to keep everybody who they are, what they are, why they are.
Just come on in.
Yeah.
Just come on in, you know. Mm-mm. And me on the opposite side, like, you know what? I see people out there, but I'm not going to open this door.
You like, I'm crack the door open.
Yeah.
And, no.
Because what if they get in here and
They fuck my shit up.
Mm-hmm. All the ends.
Yeah, you have plastic on
Come
your
roll
stuff,
it in.
you know, like nobody can really
Sit up straight. Don't sit back, lean back.
You
better not slouch with your arm over it. You hear me? And another reason is because you become your biggest fan.
Okay.
You have to be your own biggest fan. Who did? Oh, I think it was Nipsey. I think I put it in our. We did it on Chatting with the Caps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying that, like, you got to believe in you so much that it doesn't matter what nobody's saying. I'm like, that is so
That
big.
is true. Mm-hmm.
I always say that you are the CEO of your life, so you got to be in control. You got to be the one to navigate what happens with you.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, somebody will be your controller.
Ooh, let me control you.
You know,
Yep.
and your happiness. Then you be, like she said, then you become dependent. But then you start depending on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Start showing up for yourself. Not really worried about what anybody else is going to do, because you already know you're going to show up for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm going. It's going to be just me. It's okay.
Puts you in the mindset of, like, you can put your mind to anything. Like, I could do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was put to a challenge recently, and the person was like, you were going to really do it? I'm like, well, yeah. I thought I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really? You ain't been to school for this? Nothing. No, but I'm pretty sure it's simple. I can figure it out. And I was, and I feel like that, though, in real life. So,
yeah, I don't like when people like, oh, you have to have SMART goals. I'm like, so if it's my goal, why is it, if it don't sound smart to you, but it sounds smart to me? Like, I feel like I'm going to get it done. Like, why is it not a, you know?
Why you not helping me find a smarter way to get there?
It doesn't mean that I don't want to
trying
get there.
to tell me that it's not a smart and it's not smart enough, you know?
Like, oh, well, it's supposed to be attainable. I'm like, yeah, it's obtainable. Like, you know, when I said I want my income to be that income, what do you mean? It's obtainable.
So you saying it's not?
That's what.
And if you are, tell me why.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, blah 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 blah. Choosing yourself first helps your personal relationships stay intact. There will be so much damage control.
Yeah.
So much damage control.
You trust yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you set your intention straight in the beginning,
Yep.
you really don't. I know it's frowned upon. Even I know I don't talk like the softest all the time, and I don't have the best delivery. Like, I've never said that I'm completely healed and I'm coming off. You know, I don't attest to that. I don't claim that. You know what I mean? I know that I'm a work in progress. But usually, typically, when I'm saying something to you, I'm saying it to you because I want to eliminate an issue.
You're a problem.
But then when you start to go around with the rigmarole, then that's where the issue comes in. Because we're having this conversation straight. So therefore, we can create damage control.
I'm trying to tell you, like, I know what it is. I know how to, I see.
I don't like that when you do that. You know, and people are like, well, dang, why you gotta say it? Like, what? How did I say it?
Yeah, I feel like you should know the people that are around you. And if they are not around you with good intentions, they shouldn't be around you. That's just how it is, right?
love.
Like the people that your core people, if they tell you something, it should not come with, well, why did they say that? Well, why was it like that? Like, it is, I feel like friends should be able to check your friends.
Yeah, check me.
Like, you should
Please.
be able to,
And not disrespectfully, of course, but say how you feel. Say how I made you feel.
Mm-hmm.
The details, we can get lost in the details, but if I made you feel away, say it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, how am I going to know?
How you gonna know?
That's true.
How you gonna know?
When you choose ourselves, we respect and love ourselves enough to recognize our value and our worth.
Mm-hmm.
Your worth.
We're worthy of things. We are worthy
of everything.
We are worthy of our own selves. We are worthy. We are worthy.
All right. So, what does it look like to choose yourself?
Yeah.
What does it look like to choose
like?
yourself?
Let me know what it look like for y'all.
I thought I wrote the same thing twice, but I didn't. But these are definitely, I wanted to make sure that I found like some solid tips that could help us in a more positive way to choose ourselves, because there is this big thing that's frowned upon when it comes to you choosing yourself, where people automatically want to slap you with the selfish band-aid, like, ooh, shame on you, you're selfish, you're choosing you and not me. That's not right. That's not biblical. You feel me? Like, no, today is a good day for me to do this, and this is the most healthy and pro-social way that I can let you know that I'm going to choose me. We ain't talking about tomorrow, but right now I'm gonna choose me. So when I was thinking, first things first, you have to change your entire mindset, not just a little bit of it, but the entire thing of knowing that choosing you doesn't make you a selfish person, doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you. Now, we know the selfish has its own meaning and its own connotation. We're not talking about selfish people. We're talking about people who finally chooses them after, you know, when it's necessary for you to choose you. That it could be for your mental health, it could be for your financial health, it could be for a lot of pillars of your health, and it has nothing to do with anybody else. But like you said, respectfully tell the person, like, if y'all rocking and rolling like this and all of a sudden you in a country band, you gonna have to say something. You know what I'm saying? So, because the thing about it is when I really thought about this whole topic is that if you lose you, I'm lost. I've lost myself. I don't even have a sense of self. How is it that I can even show up for anybody else fully? Or I'm just there as a shell. Just
there's a lot of people shells walking around.
Yeah,
it's a lot of shells walking around.
Wow,
a lot of shells. Like, and it's again, either they're trying to figure out why they're empty or how they can get filled, because one of the questions that was posed, what happens when it runs empty? Like when you are again on a, you're
supposed to have a village of liquid.
That's ready to
have a village that's already there. You have a well. You have a well in me. You feel me? And so if I gotta pump a little bit of my water to give it to you, I gotta give it to you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that around you, then yeah, your cup just might get empty sometimes. And people looking upside your head like, what's wrong with you?
You got a whale in me. That is the sweetest thing anybody ever said to me. She didn't say I just have a cup, but she said I got a whale. Okay, yeah, that means it is already at the bottom. It is thick. Okay, I'm sorry.
Just, to push your little thing. Fill your little cup up. Fill your cup up.
Oh my God. Okay,
another thing too is prioritize your needs. Figure out what you need. If you don't know what you need, you don't know how to put yourself first and satisfy your needs. I think even if you got to sit down and I always say open a note in your phone, because everybody got a cell phone and probably got a note in there. And because you can't sit there and be thinking, oh, my needs are, and I need that. There's some people who can, but sometimes you can't. And it's like, I need this and I need this. It might just come to you one day when you just in the grocery store, like, and another thing that I need is, and you just add that to the list so that you start to look and be able to read what your needs are. It's important. It's not a bad thing, And saying no is a complete sentence.
Ooh, period.
Sometimes you could put a period. Sometimes you could put an exclamation mark if you like. But it's a complete sentence. But what I liked is get rid of should.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It says get rid of I should show up, shouldn't I? Even though you already know you don't have the capacity to do it. I should go. It'll be the right thing. They would do it for me. I lost the whole job behind. I would want somebody to do it for me. So I'm gonna do this thing.
Okay.
Once I healed from it, I figured out what that thing was. But
yeah.
in the midst of it, I was like, girl, what?
I like how you said if financially, if that is whatever your pillar is that's going on.
Should have chose me. Absolutely. They chose them. Prioritizing your intentions. Where do you want to be intentional at? Who do you want to be intentional with? What part of your life, which pillar do you want to be intentional for? You know, so if it's your health, be intentional with that thing. That's where you start to choose yourself in that pillar. If that's the only capacity that you got with all the other 97 billion things that the society has given us to do in one day.
In one
day. It don't even be enough hours in a day to get the stuff done. You were supposed to get done in one day. It's just bananas. And being true to yourself, being authentically you. Like, not saying that it's like, oh, if I have this negative way about me, like, well, you know, this is how I am, so deal with me.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, these are my quirks. This is who I am. These are my likes. These are my dislikes. This is how I love. This is what will trigger me. Like, be you.
But learning you, yeah. You gotta learn
authentically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting to know yourself is huge. You know, take some time and spend some time with you.
With yourself.
I don't know why I keep picturing a bathtub. And maybe that's what I need to just sit in there, turn on my little bubbles and my colors.
Okay.
Because every time I keep thinking about, like, how am I going to prioritize myself? You know what?
Okay.
Look at Smith's. Smith's, my order is ready.
Oh, Smith.
Come on, Smith. Embrace what your passions are. What are you passionate about? What do you like? What do you love? What makes you happy? What makes you want to, kick your heels up in sunflowers or in dandelions? It doesn't matter. Whatever that looks like for you. Crunching on leaves. What makes you happy? What makes you happy?
Yes, new color wigs, makeup,
New color wig.
Couches, like decorating.
The things. So follow your values, explore your patterns, and show up for yourself. Now, we honor and embrace ourselves when we are acting in our authenticity. So I added a couple more on there that you can actually physically do. So start your day with something with self-care, small, right? Top of the morning, soon as you get up. First 5-10 minutes of whatever your day looks like. I mean, if you get up running, rushing, you ain't gonna really have the 5 minutes. But if it's in the car right before work, like wherever it is, find something that you could do that starts your day, which will kind of gear how the day goes.
Okay.
Right? Set some healthy boundaries today. T-O day. Okay? Today. And remember, it's okay to say no within whatever those boundaries are. Like, no. And like you said, sometimes you get to a place like, yeah, I have been accepting these things for all these years, but I no longer want to accept them. I've actually been wanting to stop doing said thing, but I didn't know how to set this boundary with you. Now I do. Sorry that you feel away. That's not my intention. But I got to choose me T.O. day. Schedule some activities that you really like, whether it's once a month, once every other month, whatever that looks like. I have not had a massage, I don't think.
This year?
I don't think all year, Jesus.
Okay, well, no. January, your birthday was in December.
Oh my God. And I didn't get it I did not get it for my birthday. Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Well.
No wonder my body is retaining water and so full of fluid. It ain't being pushed. It ain't being pushed around. Practice mindfulness. Stay connected in how you really feel about things. Be very mindful of what you're experiencing. Like in this moment, I feel tense. In this moment, I feel relaxed.
Yep, or uneasy, or unsettled, or bothered, or like I don't feel anything right now. I'm okay with that. It's okay to not be all in a disarray. You know, like
Exactly.
it's okay for things to just be going normal. Right?
Because that's how life should be. But we so scared when it's like, oh Lord, okay. Because
Yeah, like something about to happen.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's
it's
another
too good.
mindset. We got to change our mindset too. So that's the thing. Be mindful of your needs and your desires. It's okay to express them. It's okay to express them. If you're not big on talking, text them.
Yeah.
But make sure they're going on ears that are listening effectively, listening to understand, not to defend. Just because I'm telling you what my needs are doesn't mean that's a space for you to attack me. It's a space for you to listen and absorb what I'm saying to you. Because if we're going to be in each other's space, you need to know what I need and I need to know what you need. Right? Invest in your personal growth, whatever that looks like. If going on that vacation and going to sit on the sand by the beach, invest in that thing.
It was the best.
Go and invest in that
It
thing.
was the best, bro.
And surround yourself with positive people and understand that everybody is not perfect, but you gotta at least be doing some type of work on it.
That is true. 100%.
100%.
100%.
Don't forget to celebrate yourself, guys.
Man,
I think that's the
celebrate.
biggest one.
I think that right there will help you. Like
all the wins.
It helps you help you. You know, like saying like, "Dang, I did do this.
I did do that.
Yeah,
I'm so cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can't believe I did the thing that sometimes you don't even think that you can do it, and you done did it and push right through.
Cause what did we just do? What did we just do?
I don't know. What did we do?
We just did almost 3 years up on this thing.
Oh wow!
Is that not a thing? I'm just saying, like, that's
a
a real thing that we just did. That
it
we
does
did.
not seem like it's been 3 years at all, and we're gonna have to definitely touch on that. Yes, April 20th makes our 3 years here on Hot 702.
Crazy. We did a thing.
Talking love.
We chose us.
Let's talk about that for a second, but I do not want to miss this one because I was driving and thought about this one. Don't confuse peace for loneliness. Because you've been used to chaos. You've been used to, regardless if you had somebody stagnant sitting in this space with you, taking up air, you thought that at least somebody's there. You know what I'm saying? But you weren't at peace. Sounds like that. Peace. Sometimes you need it to be quiet for you to hear you. And I think a lot of times when it's peaceful, when it ain't nothing and no woo, 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 you know what I'm saying? You're like, well, clearly I must be lonely. Let me go find some chaos because this is too quiet. This must not be peace. This isn't what peace looks like.
Like, I'm bored. They don't think peace is peace shouldn't be boring. Like, wait,
because you don't know what peace look like. You think you bored. You don't even realize, like, whew, I got a minute with no yappity yap and stuff like that, and it's interesting. But yes, guys, Let's Talk Love is definitely celebrating 3 years. We've been doing this thing. Very first show, I started
love
posting,
like wait.
started posting our first flyers on my story just so I'm about to take y'all through a journey of the last 3 years. So keep up on that story, and we having a rodeo, and we gonna have boots to the ground, and
I get to learn all
where your fans at.
Not my hair, but
So we're gonna have to post this video because Beauty made her own video of where them fans at, and we was like, who needs a fan when you got a wig?
girl,
It
was
the funniest
I
video
was cracking up.
because we were trying to learn the dance So anyway, it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
But shout out to you guys for listening with us for 3 years. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And with what they be saying when they get the Grammys, without y'all, it wouldn't be no us.
It wouldn't be no us, bro. It wouldn't be. Dang, it wouldn't be Let's Talk Love, because y'all been talking love with us.
And we love y'all.
Man.
Make sure y'all tune in next Thursday.
Okay.
Live in the building.
We ain't got no feelings.
You ready? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Hit me one time.